One of the most valuable things we learned from Facebook early on in the relationship, someone at Facebook said, make things that ignite the graph. And that's something that stuck with us is, really, you have to figure out what are you gonna do as a brand that's gonna make people wanna talk about you.
So the Write the Future film was a 3-minute piece of content which featured 6 of our top athletes around the world experiencing what the future would be like based on their success or their failure in the most critical moments during the world's biggest football event.
We went and made this gorgeous masterpiece of this 3-minute film and made sure that the first people that could see it were fans of Nike football on Facebook.
And we introduced that to them 2 days before we introduced it to television or YouTube or the rest of the world. We premiered it on Facebook because we wanted to reward and connect with these communities that we've been building over the year. And to do so in a world that was familiar and in the language and using the tools they already know how to use. It wasn't a question of why would we need Facebook if we were already buying TV. It was a question of how do we maximize the landscape of media in a way that allows them to share it, allows it to be in their world, allows it to live beyond the 3 minutes that it shows on television. Putting it on the homepage of YouTube, putting it in an engagement ads with every single person on Facebook, those things are the things that made it go viral. The story we wanted to come out would be that a father and a son are watching the Champions League final, and the father says, "Wow, that's the most amazing ad I've ever seen," and the kid goes, "Yeah, I saw it this morning and I've already shared it with all my friends."
The beauty of Facebook is that it's both the broadest, most mass reach vehicle in the world, but it's also an extremely targeted channels for us. It's the new primetime.
The TV will get you that moment, that's that dynamite. But what Facebook enables is you translate that into connection. And that connection allows a continuous relationship. And that relationship is ultimately what we're looking for. We want to build a relationship with the consumer so that we can actually service them as an athlete and make them better. For me, one of the biggest objectives going in was to build these communities. It was to use this campaign as an investment as opposed to a spend.
I think when I look at Facebook and I look at the entire internet, I think the like button is the most valuable thing on the entire internet. And that idea of sharing and having it show up in someone's newsfeed is really the new currency of what people like.
What Facebook enables is it allows us to be in Colombia, it allows us to be in Ecuador, it allows us to be in Thailand, in the Philippines.
Having worked in digital at Nike for a long time, oftentimes we could see things that are success in analytics reports or tracking studies or things of that nature. This was a very human success.
The part to me that was the most exciting is the fact that here we are as a brand saying Write the Future, and then we actually have this platform where kids around the world can create a fan page, and by getting noticed, then they actually have an opportunity to go professional. We have 100 kids from around the world, 4 from Colombia, 4 from Brazil, 4 from China, from the UK, from Chile. So we've actually created a real path to write your future. And to me, that becomes extremely inspirational in that you use the ad and people engage with our message, but it enable them to actually live their dream.